I'm going to show you how I fitted a steel door into the side of my shed. Basically, I had some roller shutter doors fitted, but it meant I lost quick access to my shed. So when I was offered a steel door from securitysteeldoor.com, and this is wholesale.co.uk, I jumped at the chance to get it. Firstly, I took off all the screw caps, and I set about cutting the box profile with a grinder. Obviously, I took out the horizontal timbers first as well to all the measurements I needed. Now, I'm just browsing through here, securitysteeldoor.com, to show you the sort of doors they do. And also, this is wholesale.co.uk, where you can actually buy the doors from, and they're reasonable prices. Anyway, let's crack on with all the steps involved. So, first sheet was cut. They were in 2 parts, so just cut the other one and then drop to the floor. Got to watch lots of sharp edges, so be careful. Obviously, wear your eye protection on this. And then my friend Owen from OJ Carpentry came along, and we knocked up a frame so the door could sit inside it. Just attaching that. Then we put the door sill on and made sure that was level. The door sill is optional. Then it was time to lift the door into place. Hoping that all the measurements were correct, but as it was OJ Carpentry, then they definitely were. I haven't got the skill set to fit a door, so that's why I got Owen involved. So just getting that in. It's quite heavy because I had the 1.40 m wide one, which is a very good width. And just putting some fixings in, don't screw them in all the way, just to hold it in place. And do the same the other side now. Like so. Now he's just checking it for plumb. So packers are added to suit as it needs it. Just check the sill again for level, make sure nothing's out. Now we've packed the hinge side. He's packing the other side. Make sure it's all kept square and plumb so it can open and close easily.
Door, isn't it?
Just checking it for plumb again. Just using the pry bar to slip some packers in there. And last fixing going in.
These are called through bolts. Some carpenters don't like to put them on internal doors, but I tend to use them all year round, every day. The through bolts are really what holds the handle to the door. Some people think that it's just this grub screw. They don't have it on this particular one. But sometimes they think it's the grub screw underneath that holds it to the door, but it isn't. That just holds it to the spindle. It really is the through bolts that they rely on. See, I could make it, couldn't I? I feel like Sam Davis is here holding the camera now at the moment, and I can see the panic in his face that, wow, maybe he is the next up-and-coming YouTuber. Time will tell. You never know, you might see this face on YouTube. Some people say that Sam's face is only for radio.
I was waiting for something. How are we going to do this? Are you going to type it again? You're still going to get enough of that. Ooh, still going to get enough of that.
Sorry, there's just somebody behind the camera there that's trying to tell how a duck how to suck eggs. Or granny how to suck eggs, should we say, not a duck. Keys. Bolt to go through the Euro lock there. Some people will question whether that should be done with an impact driver, but I use an impact driver for everything, to be honest. I'm only going to do that up slightly, so it just still gives me the flexibility on the other side to line it up, and then I shall tighten them both up at the end. What you should do now, see, on the outside you use this part of the through bolt, because anyone could remove the cover from this side and then have access to taking the handle off. Whereas on the inside, you only have access to the screws from the inside, not from the outside. Just to line up the stuff.
What's the mistake?
It's a deliberate mistake, mate.
What is the mistake?
Deliberate mistake. It's just so we can line them up. And we'll take that back off now. Pull the lock back through. So you have to line that up, see, otherwise you won't quite get that there. And then your escutcheon, which is this, should go on first. Line up like so. Then we can push that back through. Then we can push that on. Always do it up with your fingers first, so you know that you're not cross-threading the screw, and then you can send it home. You are?
What holds that on? Nothing, dude. Just push on, push on.
There you have it. One lovely closing lockable door.
Right, thanks to Owen there for his little cameo on fitting the door. Lovely job. Now I've got quick access to my shed. So now it's a case of getting all the trims measured up, the edges and the top, to make sure I could weatherproof it. So I'd already fitted this top one. It wasn't pretty me putting it in, so I didn't film it. So that was screwed in. That's just to stop the water dripping down the face and inside. And now the case of putting these corner trims on. I know they're not quite the right green, but that was all the local yard had, and I'm not too fussed on it. So I'll just screw those home there. And then you can't really see on this, but there's some drain holes you can knock out. So I'm just knocking those out with a screwdriver. As you can see, all finished. Now we've got a door, nice easy access. And yeah, check out securitysteeldoor.com, and this is wholesale.co.uk if you want more information on them or to purchase one.